Welcome back. You may remember that earlier in the game I showed you a couple of messages that we received on the iPhone app, the Mass Effect 3 datapad. But after those first 3 messages there was a whole load of nothing, and it's not because I forgot to check, we just didn't get anything. I didn't think anything of it, but since so much in the game has happened since then and we still didn't get anything, I looked into it, and on the recommendation of someone on the BioWare social network, the forums, I reinstalled the application on my phone and got all of the messages we missed in the meantime. The whole thing was just broken, basically. Hopefully it'll work normally from now on, but for the moment we have some messages to catch up on. Quite a few, in fact. First are a bunch of messages we got during our second visit to the Citadel. One from Liara. It was nice to sit and have a drink on the Presidium, even if I was working. Joker. Oh man, Edie's asking some guy for his opinion on the war. I think he thinks he's being recorded. Yeah, I guess that is a natural reaction to being asked your opinion on something by a robot. Arya is talking about her assignments for us regarding the mercenaries. Well, it's not Sedaris, but it's close enough. Eclipse is on board. Nice work. That's the one where we refused to release the leader and then convinced the second-in-command to take over. Cortez tells us you were right. Good to get off the Normandy and watch the ships go by for a bit. That's nice. Then after Sirkesh, Liara sent us a message. Sirkesh had some impressive secret technology. Hopefully they didn't mind me taking a few scans. I think they probably do. Mordin, after he came on board, says, Shepard, where's my lab? Using medbay, but changed the room layout. Very confusing. Ah, come on. You can deal with it. Trainer, after that example of licensing tech that she showed us, I suppose. The new tech ED license works like a charm. I could learn to like this ship. Edie tells us I've made the necessary preparations regarding Krogan support, although the long-term issues remain. I guess this is a follow-up to that conversation we had about all of the stuff that was needed to get the Krogan to join. Jack lets us know that she just blew up an entire Reaper base. Brought the whole thing down. Reminded me of you. I'm touched. Javik. The lizard doctor made me read him. His thoughts are even more confusing than his speech. Somehow I'm not surprised. Rex says, damn, this better cure the genophage. The Solarian's procedure hurts like hell. Oh, that's the scalpel that cut where no scalpels were meant to cut. Warden says, Shepard, should visit Medbay when you have free moment. Even enjoys meeting new people. Well, we already did that. Liara, hope that in a few centuries the Reapers are just a long-faded memory. Thanks for the visit. I guess that was after the memory capsule scene? Jack has more progress about her students, it seems. Rodriguez just ripped a Husk's head off. Maybe some hope for her yet. Grunt lets us know, healing up. Bored. That's surprisingly good spelling, because I think on the Shadowbroker terminal he was a lot worse at spelling in the messages we saw from him there. Garrus asked around about that Turian team on Tuchanka, but got stonewalled. Whatever it is, it's big. Well, we already found out, of course, but nice to know that Garrus tried to find out, at least. Liara says, message out and away. Perhaps the Hanar will be building statues to you in 50,000 years. Why would the Hanar be the only survivors? If this, I'm assuming this is talking about the memory capsules anyway. And Trainer says, I'm not saying I'd volunteer, so don't go looking for bombs. I never go looking for that kind of stuff, but I always seem to find it anyway. And Grunt says, back on my feet, getting my assignment today. About time. Yeah, I'm sure he's antsy to get back into action. And that is where we were. That's all the messages we got so far. Hopefully we shall be getting them at more regular intervals. during the game now, and I won't have to resort to trickery to receive them anymore. For now, I wish to go to the Citadel to wrap up a couple of those collection assignments before going back to Tuchanka. Of course, we'll also pay another visit to Ashley and check out what else may be happening.
Dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
See, now we can go straight to any location, but I always...
Yes, Commander.
I always just go to the dock because I want to make sure that I can overhear all of the background conversations and make sure there's not anyone here whom I might want to talk to. I don't think there is at this moment. Of course, we can still listen in on this conversation.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't want you to worry. Chances are, I'll never even need to put on armor.
I know, and I'm sorry. That's what you get for marrying a civilian.
Are you and the girls going to be okay? Combat pay isn't as much as I make at the dig site.
We'll be fine. The last thing I want you to worry about is paying the bills.
Just don't go too crazy with new dance classes, okay?
I was gonna drop those. Can't get the girls there on time, and I was probably gonna go pick up an extra shift at work.
Oh. Well, we'll make it up to the girls when I get back. Dance classes, biotic gymnastics, whatever they want.
Are you ever actually gonna leave? You've been saying goodbye for days now. No one else here, I think. Nope. I guess we'll start by paying a visit to Huerta and see how Ashley is doing. After all, she became a Spectre since we last saw her.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Of course, that also allows us to check in with...
We're at this little farm.
This
we
girl.
Killed a few enemy scouts, and it's quiet. The shuttle gets called away for support, so I'm there for the night. The humans get me dinner and show me around. One of them, this freckled farm girl, maybe 15. She wants to hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
Yeah. She's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that life on a ship is grimy. And she asks if I'd like to use their shower.
Going by my records, you'd been on active duty for more than 3 weeks. Probably no real chance to get clean in all that time.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm sure you were glad for that shower, but I guess we'll have to hear how that story continues next time we get here. Thane is still sitting around here. Not sure if there's anything new to talk to him about.
Coming by again, Shepard? I'm flattered.
Nope.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
I hope Thane will have a bigger part in this story than sitting in this chair and then dying of Capral Syndrome.
Welcome to Serta.
And it looks like I can get some new metagel capacity, which is always welcome, of course.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Be safe.
I think we also have a couple of things to deliver here. No, apparently not.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades.
Oh yeah, we already delivered that.
No, they were very easy.
Anything new going on here? No, not as of yet. Let's check with Ashley, who seems to be out of bed. That's good.
Good to see you up and around.
Yeah,
Everything all right?
I guess. Oh, I took Udina's offer.
Spectre status. Congratulations.
Seems small compared to what's going on.
You ready for the responsibilities of a Spectre?
Doesn't feel real yet. Maybe it'll sink in. I don't know what duties I'll have. Everything's a mess right now. What do you think of all this?
You're a fine soldier with an impressive record. You deserve this.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. He said we'll have the official ceremony soon, once I'm out of here.
And after? Any plans to come back to the Normandy?
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
I'm glad. You feeling better?
I'm fine. Other than the pile of paperwork the doc's gonna throw at me. Sorry I'm so distracted, Shepard. It's just...
What's going on?
I heard from my mom. They got out in time. They're okay.
Good. That's good news.
It is.
Did your sister make it to the Citadel?
She did. But... her husband was killed in action.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Thanks. Yeah. Sarah wasn't much for the military life. We were all surprised when they got married.
I wonder how many families are getting torn apart by the Reapers.
I don't want to think about it. Seems hopeless sometimes.
Don't blame yourself for this, Ashley.
I know. But I'm her big sis, you know? In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
What's that from?
Invictus by Henley. One of my dad's sappy poets.
It's about not giving up.
Right. My sister wants to do a thing at the memorial. Nothing fancy. Just some words about the family. It'll be tough.
Keep me posted, all right?
Will do. And thanks, Shepard.
Anytime. And it looks like we might be getting our squad mate back pretty soon, which would also be nice.
It's quiet up here. Weird that it's so peaceful here with what's going on. Anxious to get back at it. Great view.
True.
Saw a few places down there I'd like to check out. It's quiet up here.
Okay, I need surgery, but when can I get back to the front?
You're not.
What?
You have extensive nerve damage. Once we remove the leg, we can't install a prosthetic for at least 5 weeks.
I told my squad I'd fly back next week.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
That seems kind of final.
I believe you were looking for these prototypes?
You found them? Thank you. These biotic upgrades will save a lot of Alliance lives. We'll begin production immediately. Here, for your trouble.
Okay, that was weird. That happened automatically and then I just stood there. Dr. Michelle's still here, right? Yeah.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How's Ashley doing?
Very well. Her rate of recovery is amazing. I still want to keep her under observation, but she should be fit for duty soon.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Would probably have made more sense if I did that before talking to Ashley. But whatever.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Let's head to the comments.
If you have a question, please consult an Avena terminal for assistance. One moment, please.
Because we've got a couple of things to deliver there, including the artifacts to deal with the Blue Suns. And we should talk to Barlavon. We did not yet get the Book of Planix for him. But there's still time.
I rescued those soldiers from Reaper territory.
Excellent work. The Shadow Broker has authorized me to offer you a finder's fee for his guard's safety. And now that our business is concluded, I have to tend to some other engagements. Goodbye, Commander. And may I say, good luck.
Good. I think we were getting credits for that. Not much. That's the same you said before. Anything to buy here? Yeah. Barlavon still talking in the background. Shredder mods, nah. E-gel thermal conduits. These conduits channel massive quantities of thermal energy via a thermal conductive gel. They typically are used in the cooling systems of large-scale ESO drive cores. That is, in fact, the conduit that Adams was looking for, so let's buy that.
Thank you. Come again.
Anything here? Sniper rifle concentration mod. SMG magazine upgrade, I don't use that. Sniper rifle enhanced scope, sniper rifle piercing mod. SMG high caliber barrel, that's worth buying.
At Kanala Exports, we believe that a peaceful heart is a
Han
strong
Kedar gauntlets give weapon damage, so I don't want those. Striped dartfish, of course I'll always buy
Kanala
fish.
Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
I think that is about it for this one, for what I want to buy at the moment.
At Kanala Exports.
I guess it doesn't matter how I do it. I just need to tell him about us.
Wait. Us?
You and me.
He doesn't need to know that. Wouldn't it be better for him to just know that you've grown apart?
I thought I was supposed to be honest with him.
You are. But you're just being tactful, not rubbing it in.
Okay. This is taking a weird turn. Not sure if there's anyone else here. Ah, yes, them, of course.
So, you're making money off this war?
Are you kidding? Elkos Combine sells weapons, armor, and funeral services. If you can arm them and bury them, you never have to fly coach. Isn't that a saying?
I don't think so.
Well, it should be.
You're despicable.
One of the universities is supposed to send in more residents to help with all the new refugees.
Yeah, they've been promising
Well, we're luckier than most other hospitals. At least our budget cuts are minimal.
Shit, don't remind me. My old job had the emergency ward night staff cut to half before I left.
Oh, let me guess. You don't process as many patients as the day shift. I've got the numbers to prove it.
Typical administrator who has no clue what's going on in the ward.
I guess so. Never worked at a hospital, I have no idea. Wait, looks like Apollo's Cafe has a new bartender. Used to just be the guy, now they have an Asari. Wait a second, a Theta? Why did she move here from Ilium? Is this a much better bar? Does it pay more?
Hey, I remember you. Shepard, right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers.
Matriarch Theta. You were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Yeah. Matriarch Benazia was her mother.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she's never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother, regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
Oh, okay. Well, normally picking an option before they finish talking isn't supposed to interrupt them. In this case, it did. I apologize for that.
Liara would love to meet you.
Why? She doesn't even know me from a hole in the ground. Benazia ran off before the kid was born. Besides, this isn't charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a human commander that used to work for Cerberus. So...
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
And you're not with him now. I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody messes with my girl. Anyway, you combine her work with Benazia and... well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit if I hadn't agreed to keep an eye on her.
I bet she'd like to meet you.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, well, she's not very keen on meeting Liara, it seems. But Afita is her father. Well, that definitely explains the video we saw in the Shadow Broker's video archive. But I'm sure Liara has seen that too by now. And she is the Shadow Broker. She might have been able to put two and two together. Also, wasn't Afita's father a Krogan? So, I'm not entirely sure how that works with Asari, considering they don't actually take DNA from the father, but I guess technically Liara might have some Krogan traits then. I'm not sure if that explains anything or not, but it is interesting. Let's see what Liara feels about this.
The bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
I never get to surprise you with anything.
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
I think this is the perfect time for family reunions. Might be the last time you get the chance.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
That should be interesting. Oh, we also got a war asset for it, somehow.
Come on. You can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And... you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah.
Now, they will have more dialogue, I think. But unfortunately, this visit of the Citadel is the only chance you get to hear it. Unless you decide to go back here again before doing the Genophage mission on Tuchanka. So while I normally would just come back later and continue this conversation, I will go back to the elevator and come back here to continue this conversation, and I will also walk past some of the other people here to continue their conversations, because that's kind of unavoidable. And I think there's a few that can also not be continued anymore after this. So I'm going to cut that out and just fade back to the interesting bits, so you get to see the whole conversation.
After all, it's not like I'm the reason you're breaking up with him, right? It's the war.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
You said he'd been distant, and that the war made everything clearer, that things weren't working.
Yes, but meeting you was what made me realize how bad it had gotten.
I'm not the one who broke up your relationship.
Really? Was it someone else who pinned me to the wall with her mouth?
Okay, this is heading in the wrong direction. Also, it's getting more and more awkward to overhear this.
Right now, the Turians and the Alliance are fighting for you.
I'll send the Alliance a car. As for the Turians, well, I pay my taxes.
That's disgusting.
No, disgusting would be the tax rates for doing business on Thessia. Like I told Councilor Dean, if I wanted to get screwed by the Asari, I would have returned Benezia's calls.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about volunteering for a double shift.
Are you insane? We're hardly getting enough sleep as it is.
Well, if I'm not going to sleep, I might as well at least make myself useful, right?
Damn, I'm tired if that argument makes sense. Maybe I should volunteer too.
We won't be the only ones.
You talked to the others, didn't you? Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, but I saved the best for last.
Maybe you'd be more useful if you didn't hang around on the Presidium all the time.
The matriarchs aren't going to do anything to you, especially in the middle of this damn war.
My reports don't show much activity from the Asari military against the Reapers.
Come on, you know how Asari work. Infiltration and sabotage.
But against Reaper forces, that's...
I know. About as useful as tits on a Hanar. Good thing we've let the Turians and the Krogan to do the heavy lifting. Our people just aren't built for the front ranks.
That was an interesting expression.
Where is this going? Because if this isn't serious, then we need to talk.
These are two different things. You're important to me, but it's not healthy to rush from one relationship to another.
Well, I need to rush somewhere. If I end it with him, then I lose my partner benefits, and that includes my apartment.
Okay, so maybe, just for your own security, you need to figure out an exit strategy before you talk with him.
I thought I had.
And I cherish the time we've had together. But, yeah.
Awkward.
You know, Sarah, while you worry about the war, I'm making plans for what comes after it. When our muscular allies wipe out the Reapers, idiots who paid through the cloaca to get to Sanctuary will have nothing. I, however, will be rolling in credits and future XYs.
Well, if you say so, maybe I won't go to Sanctuary.
Now you get it. Trust me, Sarah. You'll thank me later.
He may be an asshole, but he is right about that. Although not for the reasons he thinks.
So, yeah. My dad was a Krogan.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So, that makes you a quarter Krogan.
That's not how it works.
I'm 1,000 years old. I've had kids with Hanar. Don't tell me how Asari reproduction works.
Wait, I have a half-sister who's part Hanar.
I thought that wasn't how it worked.
Yeah, Liara, make up your mind.
All I'm saying is, if you feel the urge to headbutt something, it's genetic.
I have never wanted to headbutt anything.
Really? Not even a little bit? Come on.
I do not headbutt people.
All right, fine. Don't go all blood rage on me.
Or what? You'll tell the other matriarchs to order a hit.
Hey, that's not gonna happen.
Really, Liara? Not even a little bit of headbutting? Well, definitely tell Vita is good at pushing your buttons, for one thing.
Nazi and I were together for more than a century.
You loved her?
Of course I loved her. She was so smart. Always thinking. Nice, too. Hell of a lot nicer than I am. And damn, that rack. I mean, even before she hit the matriarch stage.
You don't need to tell me everything.
I don't know. I could stand to hear a little more.
Nazi was the only one who ever listened to me when I said the Asari were stuck in the past. Only difference was I wanted us to stand on our own. She wanted alliances with the other species.
Is that why?
Why it ended? Nah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Mostly it ended because she wanted to solve things a smart way. I wanted to fight.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah. I hear you've racked up quite a body count. But then, you are a quarter Krogan.
Now you're doing it on purpose.
I think she was doing it on purpose before.
It was pretty clear she was leaving. Can't be the wise counselor when you're married.
Why not?
Sex appeal. Most species only pay attention if they want to have sex with you. So, you have to be available, mysterious.
What? That's not true. Shepard listens to me.
And you're single, aren't you?
You think Shepard is... No. No.
Sometime, perhaps, in the past.
I made her promise to let you go your own way, though. No matter what she wanted.
Really?
I knew you'd be special, kid. Any daughter of hers. I told her, you're treating her like a baby bird, Nezzy. She's gonna raise one hell of a storm with those little wings.
Little wing?
You okay?
Yes. Thanks.
Better to remember her like this than as whatever she turned into with that Saren bastard.
It wasn't her fault. She was trying to stop Saren, guide him as a force of good. But she was indoctrinated.
Look, I heard stories about the Reapers messing with your head.
They're more than stories. I've seen it. Every Cerberus soldier is a Reaper slave. She fought it with every fiber of her being. She even broke free and helped Shepard on Noveria before she died. I was there. She said I'd made her proud.
All this time, I blame Nezzy for it. 1,000 years old and I still don't know crap. Thanks for telling me.
Now aren't you glad you talked to her?
Just take care of yourself out there, okay, kid?
I will, Dad.
Hey. I've called a few friends. Commandos. Eclipse girls who owe me some favors. They're all yours. Just tell them where to go.
You're giving me Asari commandos?
Well, you're too old for me to buy you a damn pony.
You're the best father a girl could wish for.
What? No war asset for that? I'm disappointed.